Hello guys, very good afternoon. This is L.K. Tripathi, SST teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear children, we have a new video of discussion that is related to geography, the minerals and the power resources. In this video, we shall come to know about the importance of the natural resources as well as the power resources available in different part of the country. So let's get started. A naturally occurring substance that has a definite chemical composition is a mineral. Minerals are occurred naturally. They are available in the nature. Minerals are not evenly distributed over space. And mineral is such a thing which is not available in every part of the land. It is available evenly. Not in proper way everywhere. They are concentrated in a particular area or rock formation. Wherever there is rock fragment or rock formation or some particular parts on the land, these resources are available in different forms. Some minerals are found in areas which are not easily accessible, such as the Arctic Ocean, belt and Antarctica. These are the places where no resources are available on the belt. Minerals are formed in different types of geological environments. Under varying conditions, they are created by natural processes without any human interference. They can be identified on the basis of their physical properties, such as color, density, hardness, and chemical properties such as solubility. Now let's get the technique. How do we get the natural? How do we avail the resources? How do we avail the minerals and its resources? There are over 3,000 different minerals. On the basis of composition, minerals are classified mainly as metallic and non-metallic minerals. Two types of minerals, basically they are found. Minerals, they are metallic and non-metallic. Minerals, metallic ferrous, non-metallic non-ferrous. This is the classification of minerals. So now we shall come to know about the metallic minerals. Contain metal in raw form. Metals are hard substances that conduct heat and electricity and have a characteristics luster or shine. Iron ore, bauxite, manganese ore are some examples. Metallic minerals may be ferrous or non-ferrous. Ferrous minerals like iron ore, manganese and chromides contain iron. A non-ferrous minerals does not contain iron but may contain some other metals such as gold, silver, copper and lead. Non-metallic minerals do not contain metals. Limestone, mica and gypsum are examples of such minerals. The mineral fuel like coal and petroleum are also non-metallic minerals. Minerals can be extracted by mining, drilling or quarrying. How do we extract the minerals? Some methods are there available with us in the form of machine techniques and skills. So, three ways are there to extract the minerals. First is there mining, second drilling, third quarrying. Mining, open cast mining and shaft mining. About two types of mining we shall discuss ahead. What is that? The process of taking out minerals from rocks buried under the earth's surface is called mining. Minerals that lie as shadow depth are taken out by removing the surface layer. This is known as open cast mining. Deep bores called shafts have to be made to reach mineral deposits that lie at great depths. This is called shaft mining. Petroleum and natural gas occur far below the Earth's surface. Deep wells are bored to take them out. This is called drilling. Minerals that lie near the surface are simply dug out by the process known as quarrying. So this is the open cast mining. What is the open cast mining? Mineral, that type of mineral, they are available in shallow depth and they are taken out by removing surface layer. जो लेयर का सरफेस है, जो सरफेस का लेयर है, उसको हम हटा करके इसको अवेल करते हैं, जिसको ओपन कास्ट माइनिंग कहते हैं। सॉफ्ट माइनिंग क्या होती है? वहाँ पर बहुत डीप बोर करते हैं, वहाँ पर मिनरल्स जो डिपॉजिट होते हैं बोर करके उसको निकालते हैं, बहुत गहरे में जाना पड़ता है, इसको हम सॉफ्ट माइनिंग कहते हैं। पेट्रोलियम और नेचुरल गैस जो हमको मिलता है ये अर्थ सरफेस से, ये डीप वेल्स और बोर के थ्रू इसको भी लेते हैं, इसको हम ड्रिलिंग कहते हैं। मिनरल्स दैट लाई नियर द सरफेस आर सिंपली डग आउट बाय द प्रोसेस नोन एज क्वेरिंग। और वो मिनरल जो सरफेस के बिल्कुल नज़दीक होते हैं वो आसानी से खोद करके उसको जो है क्वेरिंग के माध्यम से उसको हम अवेल कर देते हैं। सो 3 टाइप्स ऑफ वेज आर देयर टू ऑब्टेन द मिनरल्स। डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ मिनरल्स। मिनरल्स आकर इन डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ रॉक्स। Some are found in igneous rocks, some in metamorphic rocks, while others occur in sedimentary rocks. Generally, metallic minerals are found in igneous and metamorphic rock formation that form large plateaus. Iron ore in North Sweden, copper and nickel deposits in Ontario, Canada, iron nickel, chromides and platinum in South Africa are examples of minerals found in igneous and metamorphic rocks. Sedimentary rock formations of plains and young fold mountains contain non-metallic minerals like limestone. Limestone deposits of Caucasus region of France, manganese deposits of Georgia and Ukraine and phosphate beds of Algeria are some examples. Mineral fuels such as coal and petroleum are also found in the sedimentary strata. Now Asia, the availability of minerals in Asia. What is the condition? China and India have large iron ore deposits. The continent produces more than half of the world's tin. China, Malaysia and Indonesia are among the world's leading tin producers. China also leads in production of lead, antimony and tungsten. Asia also has deposits of manganese, bauxite, nickel, zinc and copper. Europe, the availability of minerals in European countries. Let us see. Europe is the leading producer of iron ore in the world. The countries with large deposits of iron ore are Russia, Ukraine, Sweden and France. Minerals deposits of copper, lead, zinc, manganese and nickel are found in Eastern Europe and European Russia. What is there in North America? The mineral deposits in North America are located in 3 zones. The Canadian region, north of the Great Lakes, the Appalachian region and the mountain ranges of the west. Iron ore, nickel, gold, uranium and copper are mined in the Canadian Silt region. Coal in the Appalachian region. Western Cordilleras have vast deposits of copper, lead, zinc, gold and silver. South America, Brazil is the largest producer of high-grade iron ore in the world. Chile and Peru are leading producers of copper. Brazil and Bolivia are among the world's largest producers of tin. South America also has large deposits of gold, silver, zinc, chromium, manganese, bauxite, mica, platinum, asbestos, and diamond. Mineral oil is found in Venezuela, Argentina, Chile, Peru, and Colombia. Africa Africa is rich in mineral resources. It is the world's largest producer of diamonds, gold, and platinum. South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Zaire produce a large portion of the world's gold. The other minerals found in Africa are copper, iron ore, chromium, uranium, cobalt, and bauxite. Oil is found in Nigeria, Libya, and Australia. Australia is the largest producer of bauxite in the world. It is a leading producer of gold, diamond, iron ore, tin, and nickel. It is also rich in copper, lead, zinc, and manganese. Kalgoorlie and Coolgardie areas of Western Australia have the largest deposits of gold. अंटार्कटिका में क्या कंडीशन है मिनरल्स की? The geology of Antarctica is sufficiently well known to predict the existence of a variety of mineral deposits. Some probably large, significant size of deposits of coal in the Transantarctic Mountains and iron near the Prince Charles Mountains of East Antarctica is forecasted. Iron ore, gold, silver, and oil are also present in commercial quantities. Usage of minerals. Minerals are used in many industries. Minerals which are used for gems are usually hard. These are then set in various styles of jewelry. Copper is another metal used in everything from coins to pipes. Silicon used in the computer industry is obtained from quartz. Aluminium obtained from its ore bauxite is used in automobiles and airplanes, bottling industry, buildings, and even in kitchen cookware. Minerals. Minerals are a non-renewable resource. It takes thousands of years for the formation and concentration of minerals. The rate of formation is much smaller than the rate at which the humans consume these minerals. It is necessary to reduce wastage in the process of mining. Recycling of metals in another way in which the mineral resources can be conserved. Now the power resources. पावर रिसोर्सेज कहाँ कहाँ अवेलेबल है, किस मात्रा में, हम इसको देखते हैं. अभी तक तो हमने जो है मिनरल्स के बारे में देखा. सनीज मदर बिगिंस हर डे बाय स्विचिंग ऑन द गीजर. शी आयरन्स सनीज स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म बिफोर waking him up. She then rushes to the kitchen to prepare a glass of orange juice for him in the blender. Sunny, have you finished taking bath? Come and have your breakfast. Call out mother while preparing breakfast on the gas stove for Sunny. While going to school, Sunny forgets to switch off lights and fans. When mother switches them off, she thinks that life in the cities may be more comfortable, but its dependency on more and more gadgets, all of which consume energy, has led to a wide gap between the demand and the supply. With the advent of science and technology, the lifestyles are changing very fast. Power or energy plays a vital role in our lives. We also need power for industry, agriculture, transport, communication, and defense. Power resources may be broadly categorized as conventional and non-conventional resources. Conventional resources, conventional sources. Conventional sources of energy are those which have been in common use for a long time. Firewood and fossil fuels are the two main conventional energy sources. Firewood, it is widely used for cooking and heating. In our country, more than 50% of the energy used by villagers come from firewood. Remains of plants and animals which were buried under the earth for millions of years got converted by the heat and pressure into fossil fuels. Fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, and natural gas are the main sources of conventional energy. The reserves of these minerals are limited. The rate at which the growing world population is consuming them is far greater than the rate of their formation. So these are likely to be exhausted soon. Coal. This is the most abundantly found fossil fuel. It is used as a domestic fuel in industries such as iron and steel, steam engines, and to generate electricity. Electricity from coal is called thermal power. The coal which we are using today was found millions of years ago when giant ferns and swamps got buried under the layers of earth. Coal is therefore referred to as buried sunshine. The leading coal producers of the world are China, USA, Germany, Russia, South Africa, and France. The coal producing areas of India are Raniganj, Jharia, Dhanbad, and Bokaro in Jharkhand. Next, petroleum. The petrol that keeps your car running, as well as the oil that keeps your cycle from squeaking, both begin as a thick black liquid called petroleum. It is found between the layers of rocks and is drilled from oil fields located in offshore and coastal areas. This is then sent to the refineries, which process the crude oil and produce a variety of products like diesel, petrol, kerosene, wax, plastics, and lubricants. Petroleum and its derivatives are called black gold as they are very valuable. The chief petroleum producing countries are Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. The other major producers are USA, Russia, Venezuela, and Algeria. The leading producers in India are Digboi in Assam, Bombay High in Mumbai, and the deltas of Krishna and Godavari rivers. Natural gas is found with petroleum deposits and is released when crude oil is brought to the surface. It can be used as a domestic and industrial fuel. Russia, Norway, UK, and the Netherlands are the major producers of natural gas. In this way, we can say that the resources are available unevenly on the parts of the land of the earth. They are available not in the same form everywhere. Next discussion will be taking place about the next resources in the next video. Till then, thank you and goodbye.